Howdly doodly, every pony. We are here. We are doing the thing. It's been a crazy week. Hello, Gargond. Always first in chat. We can always pretty much bank on that. Let's see if I get my camera all figured out. I was running around this morning. It is my girlfriend's birthday, so we went to coffee. Let us make sure that the slaughtering screen is working correctly, and it's not, so there we go. So, let's see here. I had to cancel stream yesterday because I had to go to the hospital, which is super fun. Let me just say, anybody that starts smoking, like, now, is a dumb fuck, like a certified retard. Like, these people are just so idiotic. Like, cigarettes should only exist for people who have made the mistake a long time ago to start smoking. Like, I don't know, if you really start to pay attention to it, I swear to God, there is smoking in literally every movie that you watch ever. It's crazy. There you go. Happy birthday, Mrs. Slaughter. So, yeah, it's insane how many people. Hit me up. I'll stop posting pics and Hangout. Oh. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh. I see. Wow, that's a lot of pictures. But anyway, yeah, people who start smoking now are fucking dumb. Because I am now feeling the effects. Like, I have health problems and whatever, and I keep having these issues. Not the cough. I've had the cough since I was a little kid, way before I smoked, but it's so much more than that. So I had to go to the hospital yesterday because I had an abscess on my lower limb, as they say. And apparently, if you look up risk factors for people who have abscesses on their legs, apparently smoking is a thing that causes that. Who knew? I didn't know. Nobody ever told me. In school, they're always talking about, like, look at this diseased ass lung and you have lung cancer when you smoke and all that. They don't tell you about how you get, your blood sugar goes completely out of whack. That's another thing that I have a problem with. I have high blood pressure, probably because of smoking. They don't, I didn't know any of this. But apparently all of these health problems that I'm having, like high blood pressure and blood sugar issues and the abscess, is all due to smoking. So obviously I'm going to have to quit that shit. So my girlfriend got me a robot penis to suck on, which is a lot of fun. And, that's what we're going to do. We're going to quit smoking because all of these health problems are super stupid. And, being spread eagle so that a doctor can get at this abscess in a very intimate part of my body and cut me open with a scalpel so I can bleed and ooze pus everywhere was not fun. They tried to do the lidocaine thing, and oh my God, that does not help. It hurt anyway a lot. So yes, if you do smoke, you should probably quit, and if you don't, you are an idiot if you start. Like, I just cannot stress that enough. It's crazy. Of all the things that they never told you about, that's the one thing. Hello, Max Scratch. Okay, so I believe I'm connected with Soul Strings. How you doing, bud? Yeah.
That was a really fucked up week,
Mm-hmm. It was.
So everything was pretty rough on my end, but at least it's over. Like, on Tuesday we just moved back to Andy's place, and it's over. The baby's taking the little puppy. It's over, and we can focus on different stuff right now.
Yeah.
I started biking again, and I bought a new bike, which is very, very cool. I just need to get some, like, proper clothes, like thermal clothes, for winter biking and stuff. And, like, adjust this and that and get used to normal life again.
Right.
So I could work on music again.
As they say, biking is a great way to stay in shape. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I've been trying to pay attention to that kind of stuff. I've been, just trying to overall pay more attention to my health. Instead of drinking Monster, I've got this here cup of Scooter's coffee. I'm not sponsored by Scooters or anything. They are very good. And if the CEO of Scooters happens to be watching, or at least their marketing team, I am available for sponsor. Hit me up at stallionslaughter@gmail.com. You guys make really good coffee with lots of sugar-free options for the diabetics out there.
As far as I remember, like if I remember that correctly, I've read that on the internet, of course. Biking does not make you lose fat, like a lot, but it keeps your butt in a good shape.
Oh yes,
that's one thing about biking that is like scientifically proved or whatever. Like, you won't lose like the fat from your belly or whatever, but it makes your ass look gorgeous.
That's awesome. I assume that if you're like really chugging after it, like if you're really pedaling hard, then maybe it might be a cardio thing or whatever. But no, I'm doing the whole body thing. I'm doing 100 push-ups a day. I'm doing curls. I'm doing all of it and all of a split rotation with the creatine and all that crap. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get super sexy, so I can put on my fursuit head and just have my shirt off. I don't have to be talented in order to gain notoriety on TikTok, because apparently that's the name of the game, is being somewhat mildly attractive, wearing a fursuit head, and then just like kind of doing bad dances is apparently all it takes. You don't even have to have any discernible skills or talents. You just have to be mildly attractive in order to have a following on TikTok. It's crazy. And I've got, like, because I posted one video from that convention, and I went from like 40 to like almost 1,200 followers on TikTok, and I have no idea how that platform works. I don't even make videos with TikTok. I make videos on my phone and then just upload them to TikTok. Like, I don't understand any of it. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm glad to hear you're doing better. But let's say we get into this music here. We need to go to the slaughtering screen again. So, BCAF gun. Hang on. I've got a cat in here, and she's all over my cables.
That's the wrong spreadsheet.
We're good now.
That's the wrong spreadsheet.
Oh, okay. This one. So the first one we are looking at is J-Doggone submission. Red means no mercy, in absence of all except loss. I'm pretty sure that he submitted this one a couple weeks ago, and he said that he wanted us to do this one.
Yeah, I somehow missed it. My bad.
Oh, it's all right. It's no big deal at all. As soon as as long as we get to it, I'm sure. So, this is from Slam Worldwide, so we know we're gonna get some slamming brutal. Yeah. I'm gonna mute it. That ear piercing. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it so much. It's like the trope of like metal albums that open with feedback, and it's like, I mean, I wish we could go a whole year without having a single album release where the opening track starts with from feedback. So let's check this out. Red means no mercy, in absence of all except loss. Let's go. Okay, so Soul Strings, what is your opinion on protracted intros? Because I think this intro was over a minute long. What do you think of those types of things? Like, is it a when it works type of thing, or is it just like a whatever?
It makes me think that this particular track is like an album opener when they just combine the intro and the first track all together. You know, like somehow they like they cut out the intro and make it a separate like introduction to the album, like 1 minute long track to and they usually don't call it even they don't even call it intro. They think of a title for an intro track, and then it just transition like seamlessly into the first track, and they call it a day. So I assume when I hear tracks like these, I assume that either it's the very beginning of the album, or maybe it's some sort of like interlude like between the album tracks, because sometimes they have these like ambient type of interludes, like after 6 tracks. If we're talking about 12 tracks, 12 track long plays, like the classic amount of tracks, they usually have like 5 or 6 tracks. Then they have the interlude with no meaning whatsoever, like completely non-musical, just noise or whatever. And then they have like the rest of the album, like 5 tracks or something like that. So either that is the beginning of the album or the mid part of the album. If they have the album in the first place, because when they have a single track, like they have one cool track they want to release, like they submit it to Slam Worldwide or whatever, any promo channel, and they only have one track, no albums, no EPs, no compilations, nothing. They just have like it's a brand new band just formed, they recorded a banger and they want to show it off, and they sometimes just don't start with the music right away. So they make an introduction to their first creation. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a common thing I hear in the metal, especially in the metal music. But I don't find it annoying, because like sometimes it's fitting. Sometimes it's fitting because it leads into the atmosphere of the track. It predicts the atmosphere, and you can imagine what the track itself would sound like. So it just I don't know, triggers your imagination to think about what comes next, and you're just sitting here. Will it sound good? Will the sound be polished? Like, will it be mixed well? What the vocals would sound like? Will there be any blast beats? Is it going to be grindcore? Is it going to be death metal? Is it going to be I don't know, noisecore? You literally cannot tell by the intro, so you're just sitting in anticipation and waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, there's a mainstream song, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, which is going to kill me. I'm going to have to probably search for it. But it starts out with like this kind of atmospheric, where it's just this bunch of synths that are kind of building up. But then it drops and it's like all acoustic guitars. It was really weird. A super like a very signature deathcore intro, and then it's like blimp boom, blimp boom, blimp boom, blimp boom, and the whole song is like that. And it was like, wow, okay. I guess my take is that the protracted intros have to have something. Like this, it didn't really have a whole lot of evolution. It seemed to hit hard right from the beginning, and it didn't seem to really build up at all. And it just kind of, went for a very long time. And then when it did drop, we're kind of into this discordant false chords. I don't know if there's any actual chords playing right now, because all of the guitar sounds are so discordant. And it seems to be that they're just kind of going for straight sound design rather than any kind of like melody or harmony or I don't know. It seems like they've abandoned all of that and they're just going for sheer sonic violence, sort of down tempo, because I don't think we've had any blast beats so far. But
got any vocals yet? Even I think.
Oh, a little bit, yeah. Right here at after the 1 minute mark, we had a little bit of vocals, discordant quiz, yeah. All right, let's continue. Go ahead.
Hit the like button. It's Big Squills.
Oh, it is. Oh, that's right. I forgot we had the new rule. Pig squeals equals like.
To remind you of that.
Yes. That is our beautiful co-host, reminding us of the rules. So the one weird thing that's going on with the vocals is that there doesn't seem to be a lead center vocals. It seems like it's multiple vocalists kind of split along the range. It seems like there was like maybe one vocalist on the right and then a vocalist on the left. I assume that it's all the same vocalist, but it's all different takes and they're not quite lined up. And none of them are running down the center channel. So this is a very strange artistic liberty, I think, that they've taken. I don't know if that's on purpose. Well, I assume it's on purpose. It's Slam Worldwide, however. So that's kind of strange to me. That was an interesting artistic choice for them to have, like, to start off that breakdown with just the guitar only in the right speaker. I'm less convinced that this is a single vocalist.
It was in the left channel, I think.
Yeah,
at least on my end, it was in the left channel.
Did I say right channel?
Yep.
Oh, well, left.
Whatever.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the left channel. Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting that they would start that breakdown with just the left channel, because it was a pretty powerful breakdown. So I'm not really. So that was an interesting choice. But like, I'm less convinced that it's a single vocalist. It just seems weird. It's so unsynced. And then with all the different vocal tracks, and then the guitars working the way they are, I think the only time the drums have ever come out super, super clear was during that one moment when the guitar was only on the left channel. But other than that, I think the drums are mostly getting buried from what I'm hearing. The bass drum doesn't have like a clear punch. It's just kind of a muffled whoomp, if you will. And so the drums, the mixing on the drums is not really doing it for me either.
Well, honestly, I noticed that during that beginning of the breakdown, when there was only the guitar in the left channel, I realized how much space those drums occupy. Like, they take a lot of space in the mix. Mm-hmm. Because, like, I noticed there was something missing. Like obviously that was the guitar in the right channel.
Hey,
but like, I couldn't realize that. Like, what happened? What is missing? Because the drums kept occupying the space in the mix, and I couldn't understand what was missing. So they take a lot of space, but it's not articulated or something like that. They just take a lot of space, and they are very, very loud, and yet they are not punching through.
Right, and I think
that's a weird and confusing feel, honestly.
Right. I don't think that they're focusing many of the elements of the drums like they're not focusing any element of the drums to specific frequency ranges. It just seems like it's wide, and it spans the whole the entire range of the song, pretty much from like 60 hertz all the way to 21,000, and so. Yeah, and for some reason it's, maybe they have it leveled down so it doesn't overpower the rest of the mix or something like that, but I'm not entirely sure. Hello, Astrobuff in chat. We haven't seen Astrobuff in a while. I have a weird request that'll only last about 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, we will get to it in a moment. All right. Okay, this might be one of the best breakdowns of all time. That was incredible.
Seriously, that was impressive, like gorgeous.
Yes,
I mean,
holy
gorgeous.
shit. I got you. Oh my god.
Like, I did not expect that to hit that hard, because like I expected when I thought that eventually that clean guitar would stop playing and then it will just go back to like slam and shit, but then it just kept playing, and then the elements, the small bits and pieces, like the elements were implemented upon the clean guitar, and then it just kept going, and it led to the breakdown itself with the drums, with the vocals, and such, and it just kept hanging on that one, well, two actually, clean guitars, like lightly driven guitars or whatever. And another thing that I noticed, like they had a 1 minute long intro with ambient noises and stuff, but they didn't add any ambience whatsoever for that clean guitar part. Like no ambience whatsoever. They only had that clean guitar, like and the ping pong delay, like jumping from left channel to right channel and back.
It was kind of discordant
too. No ambience whatsoever. I wasn't disappointed. I just want to ask why did they do that? Like they could probably just move the ambient part to the middle section and cut the intro.
Right.
Instead, they had the long ambient intro that had no meaning and no sense, and then that was probably an artistic choice, and they wanted the solo clean guitar sound uncanny and like in anticipation. It really made me sound like really made me feel uncanny and nervous. I don't know, anxious a little bit even.
Yeah, it was man, it was good. I think that the addition of the discordant ping-ponging reverb, or not reverb, delay, maintained the kind of motif that they're going for, where it's really just not making any sense. Like it seems that this is kind of like the theme of the song, is to just kind of be discordant and unstructured, but yet really tight. It's really interesting that it was so unsynced in the beginning, but then it really came together right there in that moment. And I think that it's very interesting that they built up to this breakdown so softly. Like it was so subtle at the same time, but you also knew it was coming. Like, it is, I mean, in metal music, this is like an explication of the calm before the storm type of stuff. And very, very, just really, really interesting. I have a better song y'all could react to. Yeah, drop it in chat, and I'll Google it, and we'll go check it out here in a minute. So, yeah, that was really, really interesting. And I liked how during the
impressed.
Yeah, I like how during the breakdown they kept the melody part going. When the breakdown first hit, I was a little taken aback because it seemed very huge, extremely overcompressed. Like it was incredibly, what's the word I'm looking for? It was peaking pretty much all throughout. Clipping. That's the word I'm looking for. Where it was clipping really, really hard. So yeah, that was interesting. But I think it might work because it's just such a beautifully constructed breakdown.
Please don't leave me alone.
I want to go back just to hair.
Please don't leave me alone.
That was really good. That was pretty sweet. Yeah, incredible. I started out.
I'm pretty sure this one is copyrighted. Whatever.
Is it? I was gonna look it up. I forget the name of the website.
I'm checking it right now. eproofs.com. Search result. Come on. I mean, it's in the description. Oh wait, no copyright? What?
Yeah, it's a video from a TikToker. Jesus Christ, where's the fucking video?
It's
Chloe, have mercy.
Perhaps it lasts 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Yeah, I think that's no. It's on a different channel. It's the same audio, but on a different channel. Or wait, I'm looking at the wrong version. Wait, there's a clean version. There's a what's the?
I found a 3-minute 33-second version, and it's number 2 trending for music. So I assume this is gonna be it. But yeah, we'll throw this in here. We'll check this out really quick. Oh darn, it probably is. eProofs. That's what you checked it though, right?
Yeah, and it's I checked one video and it said no copyright whatsoever. So I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I was just checking the wrong video, but it could probably catch the audio from the video anyways.
It should. Something went wrong. Try again. Awesome.
Just copy the link of that video.
Oh, search by YouTube link.
You don't even have to switch to that thing. It just automatically detects that you're copy pasting the link, and it will just
I gotcha.
work exactly the same way.
Have mercy. Monetization will be prohibited and blocked in some countries.
Okay, that means it's copyrighted.
Yeah.
Well, sort of.
Well, that sucks. Yeah, so it's copyright. Sorry, Astrobuff, we're not going to be able to check this one out on stream. The problem is not that I'm monetized. I'm not worried about having monetization blocked or anything like that, obviously, because I'm not monetized. The problem is that some songs will get the audio for the entire VOD muted, because I've had that happen once. I listened to a song by what's the name of that band? They did that song Hatebreed. I listened to a song by Hatebreed, and it got the entire VOD muted. And so, yeah, we're not gonna mess with it. But I will probably check that out off stream. He said that we'll hate it, that we would hate it. So, of course, I'm interested. I have to know what that's about. Okay, so next up is a submission by Soulstrings. We're going to be checking out Lunar Amity. Whoa, it's just kind of begins. There's no intro or anything. That is good. Very good. Lunar Amity, 44 subs. Oh, I'm going to, I got to support my small creators, okay? Lunar Amity, new generation, featuring SnowShovel96 and Seyden. I'm not sure. Yeah, small. So let's check this one out. It premiered on... No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to go there. I think that the drum samples sound really good, except for the snare. The snare's just not doing it for me. It seems a little bit too tuned too low, and it's got a lot of reverb on it. I feel like I'm back in high school listening to this. Yeah, it's got very Sum 41 vibes for me. Their early stuff, maybe even a mix of like Sum 41, Newfound Glory, that kind of stuff. This isn't my area of expertise at all, but I like it. It's pretty neat. I think this is going to be a song, just maybe, I'm going out on a limb here. This is going to be a song about Generation 5 My Little Pony. Just maybe. Taking a wild guess there. It sounded like we were just fixing to get into some vocals, so let's see what this sounds like. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good.
You told me that it doesn't make any sense, but I don't know. I wish I could make at least a little change, but you have to go. Don't forget our time, what was spent when we were young. I refuse to deny and will let go. Give me a minute, step late for belong. Can you hear it? Can you feel it? Can you see it? Now it's time to a new generation.
Okay, the screamed vocals are actually pretty good. I think they're not. Doesn't sound technically proficient, but it's got a good sound to it. Nice, fray type of scream. But the singing vocals desperately needs Melodyne. It's just ever so slightly off. Not quite hitting the range that we want to. Like, it's just so ever so slightly off melody, and it's just not quite hitting. And I feel like just a smidge of Melodyne would just clean it right up, and this would be a much different sound. I think that musically it's really powerful. I like the sort of up-tempo two-step that we have going on, but these vocals are, I don't know if they're trying to kind of achieve a specific sound or something like that. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, the vocals are off mark for sure.
We all come together. If you're here, it's so much fun, and if you're here, it's so much better. Hope I'll see you in the future. Gonna tell what lying. I'll be here and gonna feel that take my hand. Got me your friend.
I don't know if it has anything to do with the mixing, to be honest with you, Gargod. I think that they're mixed pretty well. They're compressed. They're put right on top of the mix. They have some delay, a lot of reverb, really, and they're kind of wet. I don't think that there's anything wrong with the mixing. I'm pretty sure that it's just the performance, or maybe even composition. Especially in the lower notes kind of thrown in there, it seems like there isn't kind of a cohesive understanding of like where we want to go exactly with this melody. It seems like we're just kind of guessing, you know. I think that if he was screaming this, if he were treating this more like a post-hardcore song, I think that it would be a lot better, because his screaming voice is not really that bad. It's actually pretty good. If not technically proficient, but anyway. So like I said, I don't have any problem with the samples on the drums. This bass drum is, I don't know if he's got it shelved in a certain way, but it sounds extremely dry. So it just sounds like the upper kit is separated from the lower kit. When I say lower kit, I mean kick drum specifically. So. Stay for a beat till I'm done now. I mean, it feels like the vocals are just placed over the song lamau. So
Exactly.
Yeah, I can understand when you're saying that, because it does kind of like, they are very loud. And even though it's very loud, I think that's what gives it the impression that it's kind of like a karaoke performance rather than anything else. It's interesting. So yeah, I would agree with that for sure.
I wanna go. That's a story that just falls to a deep end. And you know. Take a seat, open book at the same page. I will tell you how it was in back then. Curtains rising in a whole brand new age. Are you ready? Are you ready to engage?
You got a tinge of like metalcore breakdown here. That's kind of, I think, the vibe that we're going for. Just a little bit of that kind of shit. Yeah, it's a happy breakdown. That's kind of what the vibe that I'm getting is that
it's soft breakdown.
Right. I will subscribe for more, because like there's so much potential here. I feel like, like this time next year, this dude's going to be producing fucking bangers. In his defense, do you know how hard it is to sing? True. That is true. That is the most difficult thing to pull off on a performance level and everything else, because it's a lot more personal. If you miss a couple of notes on guitar or whatever, it's not like an what's the word? It's not, you're not impugning somebody's character, but like, to me, if somebody criticizes my vocals, it feels more personal. And so, yes, I totally understand that from a confidence perspective, you might have an issue with that. Or even from a performance perspective, there's a lot of things that have to go into it being perfect. You have to, not drink anything really cold right before you sing your vocals. You don't have to like warm up. or you have to warm up and all this other stuff. There's just so much that goes into vocals that's not really even comparable to most other instruments. So yeah. And on guitar, you can split up the takes pretty easily. On vocals, you can't really take one line and you can't really split those two lines together and have like the beginning part of the line sound good and the latter half of the line sounds good, because whenever you mash them together, you can, I can tell like night and day that they are from two different takes, and it doesn't work for me. So you have to do whole lines at the same time. With guitar, you can just splice things together and you can edit out mistakes pretty easily. And vocals are really not the same way. Now you might be able to achieve that with Melodyne, but Melodyne is cheap.
I do that with vocals pretty often. Like I'm taking vocals from different takes and then just glue them together. Sometimes I just I can just cut the whole vocal track into words, and I just compile vocal tracks out of words from different takes, and it works.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've never been able to do it. Like whenever I deliver one line, if I was going to say, time for a new generation, if I said time for and then I nailed that, and then I needed the for a new generation part, if I tried to do those in two different takes, the whole, I don't know why, but I have to do the whole line in one go, or it just doesn't sound right. I'm not able to perform consistently.
I'm going for like six extra takes or something like that, like 5 or 6, so I could have multiple takes to choose from,
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I'm just trying to find 2 takes that sound close enough to match. So, and then I don't use Melodyne. Because like sometimes I work with vocalists who just don't like Melodyne. And they just say like, don't do that shit to me, like, or else. Because otherwise I will just use Melodyne and just, okay, 100% pitch shifting, 100% that, 100% that, and just fixing this and that, etc., etc. I don't care.
I don't understand how to use Melodyne. I bought it and then I messed with it a little bit and I could not figure it out. So I haven't used Melodyne yet. Anything that I know about Melodyne is from tutorial videos that I've watched on YouTube. I've never actually used it myself, so I don't know how anything works.
Oh, you don't do a lot of clean singing to begin with.
Oh, that's true too. I do a lot of screaming more than anything else. I kind of do some singing here or there, but
it works really great with guitars and bass, because like sometimes my guitar measure with, like, I have the very old strings on my guitar, so the measure is slightly off. So when I'm playing on like first 12 frets or something like that, it sounds fine. But when I go above 12th fret, like for example, like playing a solo at 16th fret on the first 3 strings or something like that, it just sounds a little bit off, and Melodyne fixes that.
I hate guitar for that reason, because like it's not like it's a difficult process. It's just extremely time consuming. But to like set up a guitar, to like intonate it and everything is it's not particularly difficult. It's not like I couldn't do it. It's just so tedious. Much. Yes. Oh my God. I would really rather just throw some strings on a guitar, tune it up pretty good, and then I've got 0 through 12 that works just fine. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Guitar is very frustrating that way. Oh yeah, Astrobuff, drop it in chat. We are ready. We would like to hate you. Anyway, we got about 40 seconds left on this one, so let's check it out. What was that last note on that solo? Didn't quite mix in there very well. But pro tip for anybody that doesn't really know how to solo super really well, tremolo picking on single notes is the way to go. It's that is a fake it till you make it move all day long. I think that this as a slam metal song would go so hard. That might be a project that I'll have to put into my notebook that I'll never get around to. So all right, that was Lunar.
We just checked someone from a new generation of brony musicians.
Oh yes, that's true. I think this is the first one. Oh, look at that. First video. You know what? As a first video, that's not bad. That really wasn't that bad as a very first video. That's pretty go. That's pretty neat. Joined 2016 but didn't do anything. Oh, look at that. The Ryzen 5 3600 paired with a 1050 Ti. That's not bad. That's not a bad PC setup right there. So he uses Reaper. Guitar is an Ibanez, not bad. Addictive drums. Okay. That's I don't know. I'm biased against addictive drums. I think that's why I was complaining so much about that bass drum. I've known this guy for a little bit, and he's been developing his skills before releasing that original. I gotcha.
I think he was practicing, like, making covers of Prince Whatever song mostly.
Oh.
Not entirely sure, though. That's what
I
heard.
I don't know. It seems like... I think it was neat. I thought it was cool. Gargod's gonna do the meme. Oh my god, it's Prince Whatever. It's a Prince Whatever copy. I think it's pretty good for what it is. I don't think that he had like a clear... What's the word I'm looking for? A clear idea of like what kind of like genre we were doing, because it kind of had like some metalcore elements to it, but it mostly stayed sort of pop rock the whole time. At the same time, but I think for what it is, it's pretty good. You know what? New generation of brony music. There you go.
Easycore? It's like the opposite of the hardcore, like.
Yeah,
right?
I've never heard of easycore, but I'll have to check that out. Alrighty, so that was Lunar Amity, new generation. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Lunar Amity. So I submitted a Crusader song because I have subscribed and ring that bell.
Ready, set,
God, ads. But yes, I have subscribed and ring that bell, and as you can see, I upvoted it because there's pig squeals and blast beats in this song. JK, LOL. So we're going to check out this from our resident furry bear with a ukulele. I think the last song we checked out was more alternative rock sounding by Crusader. So this is going to be a return a return to form, as they say. All right. He's from Chaka Demus and Pliers. That's the duo name. Oh, never mind. My father's song is copyrighted too. Oh, I gotcha. The ukulele. I'm a furry bear and I'm on the internet. That's the... Okay, I'm sorry.
So much that should be on my mind. So much left to do and we're back on the grind. Don't tell me you don't want 1 moment of peace. How about you stick around with me? I need a cold drink and some sun.
Okay, I just want to make a note, totally kind of not related to the music at all whatsoever, but the strings on this ukulele are bothering me a lot. There's no nut on the below the head here that separates the strings from the tuning pegs into, so they're not straight all the way down to whatever the fuck that's called again. I can't remember what the hell the bottom of the guitar. Or not guitar, the ukulele, so yeah.
What a day it's been and we're not even done. There's always time for R&R play. When I'm with you, I feel like I have all day.
The bridge, yes, the bridge. Also, let's do some creator or Crusader lore here. Apparently this dude's name is Max and he's a drummer. So.
Oh, we won't be here for long.
Hey, Look at that.
We won't be here for long.
That seemed to be I don't see that the transition between the midtones and the high notes here are so seamless that I'm not even sure if that was falsettoed or not.
And are in play. When I'm with you, I feel like I have all day. Oh, we won't be here for long.
I don't think that was even falsetto. That was just Crusader showing off the what the fuck is it called? The range.
Today, I'm sure this will be the highlight. Oh, we have quite an adventure ahead, but the highlight is this little time with you. Right now is the best time to be here. Everyone is at home or on their way there.
This seems very folksy, you know? It feels very Flogging Molly. I like that a lot.
When skies are blue, I know my favorite thing to do is nothing, especially with you. Here we could sing as loud as we want. No one but the summer sun can hear our song. Wide open space, meant for just us to embrace. This might be just my favorite place. But we won't be here for long. Today, I'm sure this will be the highlight. We have quite an adventure ahead, but the highlight is being here with you. Yeah!
I wonder if that's an electric ukulele playing in the background here. That yeah. This goes hard as fuck. Oh my god, this is so awesome. That bass drum sample sounds so good. Just like, oh man, this is great.
Well, looks like we should head back. That hit the spot in all the right ways. The adventure is close to its end. Now I can't wait to do this every day.
I use the sound goodizer uwu. The sound goodizer, see, is you're not winning unless you have like 4 VSTs, all sound goodizer, just one after the other on your mixing channel for sure. It sounds really, really good. It's especially when it crescendoed right here, when it really came together, and there was a lot of elements all working together. It's just right from the
Yeah!
We need to sample that.
Yeah!
We could sample that right there, and I
Clean
would
enough to be assembled.
yeah. I could put that in a
Notification sound, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my text message sound is going to be Crusader being like, yeah! If I was on Twitch, that would be a dono sound all day long. I just love it. I just think it sounds really good. This synth solo here, backed up with this, I think it's a lightly overdriven guitar. That would be crazy if it was like a distorted ukulele or whatever. But
Like I said in the chat.
oh, did you? The link up electric distorted ukulele. Is it really a distorted ukulele?
I mean, come on, it's not Negative Ohio. It's Crusader. He doesn't do that.
I don't know. You know, maybe-
Unless.
unless.
Yeah? Wait,
Yeah.
you said yeah?
That would be awesome. So, it says it's overdrive guitar. Okay. That would have been cool, though. Like, I think that Crusader is avoiding an untapped market of like metal ukulele. I'm just saying. We've seen Trans-Siberian Orchestra use like electric violins and produce screaming electric violin solos. So yeah, Anyway, that was Crusader. The name of the song is Highlight, and I liked that one a lot. I like Crusader a lot. I think that it's really, really good. Yeah! All right, wait. I wanted to check out this link. Bad Guitar Anatomy. Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's like pain. Never ending pain. I have it in my bookmarks.
Oh, no.
It's
Wait,
really...
where's the guitar on this one? Oh.
It's hanging on the wall or whatever. Yes, exactly.
the unused tuning pegs, but also covering the whole neck.
Yeah, that's like...
Oh my god. What is this?
I mean, like, the drawing artists in this fandom, they mastered how to draw ponies, but they cannot figure out how to draw music instruments, and it's just...
How do I make this one bigger? Oh, that's as big as it goes.
Apparently.
I don't know what's wrong with this one. It's got... maybe I'm counting the strings wrong. Oh. But no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strings. There's no nut. I got that.
I mean, they all point at one direction.
I guess.
All the pegs.
Oh,
Where's
that.
the- where's-
no, I think
where's the
this.
jack
Yeah, there's no jack, but also I think this. I don't know, volume knob or whatever, being huge, while also having. I don't know. That's probably not good. Oh, this is more of that same guitar, isn't it? Yeah. No, not that one. This one's just not good. Oh, it goes from 6 strings to 3. Oh, shit. I like the ones that are otherwise, like, well drawn. What is this banjo setup on, like, what is this?
That's a 5-string jazz bass. Apparently, there's a commissioner who commissions a lot of drawing artists to draw sets Culo with a bass guitar. And a mystery dude behind a lot of commissions with, like... I originally thought there was a fan fiction about that, but no, it's just someone commissioning, like, drawings of sets Culo playing a lefty jazz bass.
Okay.
So... that was kind of weird. Maybe there's a tag on derpibooru with that Culo. I'm not entirely sure. You can check it.
Yeah, I like the ones that are otherwise drawn well, but then have weird guitars here. Oh, this one's huge. Let's see.
Sometimes
here.
sometimes the pickups look odd. The guitar body looks odd, or like. The rest of the guitar may look normal, but some things are just odd. I
gotcha. Yeah, see, I'm looking for like technical issues or whatever, not a guitar that could functionally work. If it's just ugly, then, it's whatever. You got your humbucker, your single coil, and your humbucker. You've got your... I guess all of these electronics, I guess, in the places that they are, don't really make sense here. So... That's pretty interesting. I love that that's a tag.
I know who made it into a tag, but like... Come on!
What is this?
How is he supposed to hit the higher frets? I mean, it looks like he's holding a lefty electric guitar.
Yes.
And he's holding it as a right-hand guitar.
Yeah, this is the person... This is the person who drew the picture.
The knobs are like on the top of the body. Like, see?
Yeah.
The volume knobs, like...
It has to be because... Or it has to be like, I guess, a take on a lefty guitar. Oh, not only is the face of the guitar facing directly toward us, but while we have a perspective here, but also this person doesn't seem to understand the purpose of a cutaway.
Also, look at the fret, like how wide they are.
Yeah.
If you play like on the higher frets, they are extremely narrow. So either this guitar has only like 5 frets or or something, because like if he literally grabs a whole fret with his 3 or 4 fingers. That's
Yeah.
that's a huge fret. That's really wide. What is this head stock?
It's weird and it's huge, but 1, 2. It's got 6 strings. The 6 strings are all connected. They have a gradient size. We've got a neck pickup here. We have a bridge pickup here. There's nothing wrong with this guitar.
The slaughtering of my little pony guitars
Yeah.
and basses.
What was the? Oh, Baron Ingle is usually really, really good at this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but someone tagged it as bad guitar anatomy? I don't know.
It looks like a standard Stratocaster.
Yeah. I mean, he's amazing with the details when it comes to instruments and such.
Mm-hmm.
And tits.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that guitar either. Because that looks like a, he does guns and stuff like that really well as too. Okay.
This ain't good. This ain't good.
No, this doesn't work. Oh wow. Okay, so like the head of the guitar does not recess away from the strings. I don't know what that is. We do like punk rock rarity, but that's a little strange. This is so great. I'm so glad that you showed this to me. Okay, so we got 5 tuning pegs here. It looks like 4 strings. We got a single coil neck pickup. We have 5 knobs.
I don't see any frets.
Yeah, it might be a fretless
guitar.
5/4 string bass guitar. What would all of these knobs be for? I think
Well, that's volume, that's the pickup balance, that's high, mid, and bass. Like the active neck single coil pickup.
on my
preamp.
LTD, I've got volume, mid, bass, and treble. No, I'm wrong. I've got one of these transfers power between the 2 pickups. This is an active guitar, so I've got volume, pickups, bass, and treble. And so I don't know what you would need 5 knobs for. Oh.
Like I said, I have, like, on my bass guitar, I have volume knob, like it's a push-pull to switch between the active and the passive mode. The pickup balance from the neck and bridge, like from neck to bridge and back, and the 3-band EQ. That's all. That's 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty normal.
I don't know what's wrong with this. This
I
one,
don't know.
I guess it looks a little flat. Maybe it's just like the drawing style or whatever. But this looks like your standard, like a Fender P bass.
It's the jazz bass.
Oh, jazz bass rather.
Yeah.
Um,
That dude's Canon is playing strictly the left-handed Fender jazz bass. Is there a tag for that? I'm not entirely sure. Could you check? Like, Scooter bass.
Scuda bass.
This should be a thing.
That is really strange.
Yes, and he keeps commissioning Scooter with the left-handed bass guitar.
And it's sad Scootaloo. Well, this is probably not.
It's not a bass guitar, but like
no.
whatever.
It's a V, but with a jazz bass. This is more like when I think jazz bass. This is the anatomy of a guitar that I'm looking at that more fits it. What's up with the separation of the strings down here? Does a jazz bass, Fender jazz bass? I thought that Fender jazz bass had a split single coil. Nope, it's got 2 single coils, not split.
Yep.
Huh. But yeah, this is what I look at when I see a jazz bass I'm more familiar
there
with
are
this setup.
precision basses that have like the P pickup and a bridge single coil pickup. So like it's a PJ pickup configuration,
I got you. Alrighty.
and it sucks.
It sucks.
Yes, because like it has both from the jazz bass and from precision, and does none of it really well. So it's like,
I got you. Oh my God, this song title! I'm so glad that you shortened it. My Jesus. Amenaza de muerte por parte de un hijo de puta despreciable, adicto a las logos gratis. Okay. I love it. All right, so let's check this one out. Oh, I need to go back to the screen. I didn't realize. I was looking at bass guitars without my screen up. But anyway, this is 2 minutes, 22 seconds long, and it's from Anonym Noise. All right, let's do it.
nope. It's wait. The artist is by Placentofilia.
Placentofilia, yeah.
Quiero que me mandes la verga, hijo de puta.
¿Quieres quitar el alcohol?
A la chica, ese. No seas mamón, hijo de
Mira,
puta. Te pasas
mi
de
alcoholismo.
verga. Anda a chingar a tu madre, hijo de
Que son
puta.
las alcohólicas.
Tu puta madre, piba alcohólica, a la verga.
Alcohólicas.
Siéntate, hijo de puta. Siéntate.
Alcohólicas.
Siéntate. Siéntate, hijo de
Amor,
puta.
dice de ver que
Siéntate.
mi panza.
Siéntate, hijo de puta.
Pero ¿qué es mi
Siéntate.
panza? Besa mi panza.
Siéntate, hijo de
Besa
puta.
mi panza.
Siéntate, hijo de
Mira,
puta.
mira.
Te voy a besar por tu culo, hijo de puta. Siéntate.
That is one crunchy guitar. Okay.
Madre. Vale, verga. Los amo, Dios.
Well, that was interesting.
I thought there was a bass guitar, honestly, or like, no, it's supposed to be a guitar.
Yeah, it was. I think experimental harsh noise. I think right here is probably the best description that we can get for that. It was an interesting sound for sure. I'm not really sure what to say about that. It was kind of neat. I don't know.
Penning was weird. Like the guitar was almost in the left channel and the vocals almost exclusively in the right. It was a little bit weird. I'm not sure if there was a bass guitar, but I think there was something like mumbling very quietly in the middle of the like in the center.
Yeah. It was mixed strangely. It seemed like they were just going for loud more than anything, which, you know, they got that. That guitar was extremely, extremely loud. You know, I think this is one of the few songs that we've listened to that doesn't have, like, programmed or triggered drums. I think that was, like, you know, an actual recording. And we don't get that very often. I want to know what Los Lagos means in this context. Los Lagos. I think that's lakes. This is... threat of death in part of the like motherfucker. No, it's
Son of a bitch. No, well, son of a
yeah.
prostitute or-
Son of a bitch. It is, yeah. Son of a bitch that is addicted to the free lakes. I don't know. I'm not super good at Spanish quite yet.
What does it say in the parenthesis? Big fat.
Like putrid asshole in CD. Yeah, big fat putrid asshole. One of their former members stole logos and songs, so they made this song for him. Oh, logos. Los logos, not logos. Not the lakes, the free logos. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
So, they probably said it all in the lyrics, but since the lyrics are incomprehensible, like 100%, they decided to explain the story in the title.
Right. I gotcha. So I think this might be the first band we've heard from Indonesia, but you know what? It was kind of neat. It was kind of cool. A different spin on noisecore, if you will. So we're going to move on to another... Nope. We're going to do Nocturnal Sacrifice first. Nocturnal Sacrifice, True Sovereign of Chaotic Cosmos. 5 minutes long. 141 subscribers. Wow.
It starts right away.
Good deal. Stupid. I had my mic muted. I think that the drums are not coming out super clearly. The hi-hat is really the only thing on the drums that seem to be coming through very, very clearly. I do like the asymmetrical riff that's being played. So like the right guitar is kind of taking more of a lead position, and the right guitar, while still tremolo picking, is taking more of a rhythm section. I think it's pretty neat.
You said right 2 times.
Did I say I don't know what the hell is going on. Brain
You're
fog
right.
over here. Yeah, I've got...
Enjoy being right.
True. So you got the right guitar is doing its thing, and the left guitar is doing its thing. So the right guitar has a lead, and the left guitar has got a rhythm thing going on. I think that was a pretty neat transition into that time signature change. I don't know if it's actually a time signature change or if they're just playing triplets now. Now we're back into straight 4/4. The riffs aren't like super crazy or anything like that, but they're still like really cool. I think the riffs are really neat.
Solo was completely off. Like it wasn't matching the guitars like at all. It just was wandering around, playing its own thing, and not listening to what the rhythm guitars were playing like at all.
I can't. I was listening to the rhythm guitars too much, I guess, because I wasn't listening to that lead guitar. Where does it start?
Sure, like 30 seconds before.
Oh, I hear what you're talking about. Yeah, even on the final note, it doesn't come together. That's pretty interesting. Because it seems it was so cohesive all the way up until that moment, so that's really interesting. Check the album release date? Yes. That was kind of cool, you know, the retard into the key change. That was pretty cool. It feels like we're continuing. Oh my God, we are continuing to retard. It feels like, I don't know if they are or if that's just like a feeling that that the writing is giving me, but. So like all this stuff is good. I think that the vocals are actually really strong too, even though they're lower end. They don't take they're not leading anything. They're really just kind of underlying the whole mood of the song, and it's interesting, and I like that and everything. But I feel like the solos are just kind of taking away a lot. Yeah, I mean, it was okay. I don't think that. Nope. I don't think that the drums didn't come out very much. I don't know, maybe if that's like, you said melodic black metal. I don't know if that's like a genre-specific choice that they're making, but the drums didn't really come out super heavy.
I would say so.
You would say that it's a kind of a genre thing?
Yeah, it's like I feel like the guitars are not distorted, but like highly overdriven instead. So like they sound not quite distorted, but yeah, like they have a different tone. But like that buzzing tone, that works perfectly for black metal. Even the bass guitar is coming out like a little bit here and there. You can hear it doing its own thing. Perhaps the guitars slightly lack the low end, so it doesn't like glue together with the bass guitar to form like a solid basis for everything else. And the drums are just dim in the background, sometimes playing blast beats, sometimes just like fiddling around and just supporting the overall chaotic wall of noise. I don't know.
The atmosphere.
It's kind of normal for black metal. It shouldn't like stick out because it's very much different from like metalcore, from deathcore, where it's all about like the groove, the nailing riffs, and like the heaviness. Here the black metal it just tends to flow smoothly. So like nothing sticks out. It just flows and buzzes, and like it's just a noise.
It's kind of like, so in black metal, the drums are more of a background instrument, more of a supporting role, whereas in like deathcore, and especially American deathcore, it will be the drums are very much a lead instrument in American deathcore for sure. So I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
I also get the impression that like the last chorus, or like second to last riffs, where it sounded like really melodic, I feel like the solo was supposed to be played upon that part with the rhythm guitars, because like it sounded like a more fitting chord progression. I cannot check it like if it would fit if the solo was played there, but it sounds like the solo was just not playing in the right place in the song.
Right. Like, that's possible. Well, I don't know if that's possible, but maybe they moved it to the wrong spot or whatever. I don't know how you would catch that in post.
There were vocals, so I think that the place was already like occupied. And overall, this one had pretty nice riffs. So it's not just boring type of black metal,
right.
where just does not have any progression whatsoever. Maybe like one riff or two riffs, and it sounds like stupid and mediocre, raw, monotonous, and true. So yeah, this is better than true black metal.
A lot. I've been talking to you muted the whole
You've been
time.
talking to me this whole time. At least
I just needed to
heard
tell.
you
I
were
needed to
dead.
tell Soul Strings, something in private, maybe. So maybe I did that on purpose. And I just needed to confess my love for Soul Strings, and I didn't want the rest of chat to hear that. So that's very possible. But all I was saying,
answering your private question, I have an answer. It's 42.
there you go. Alrighty, so that was Nocturnal Sacrifice. To summation, that what all I was saying in quote private was that I liked the way that the drums flowed together. I think that the asymmetrical riffage was really cool, and I think that the vocalist was technically proficient. But for some reason, all of these good elements I just don't feel like they came together in a way that was very cohesive to the entire mix. So it's not necessarily for me. Slaughter of the Soul. Yeah. Okay, so
That's a great album. honestly.
we are moving on to one of our own. We've got Regurgitation of Shit. I Kill Ponies, LOL. And so we love Gargod's shitpost
That's
songs.
self-explanatory.
Right? So let's check this one out. 1 minute, 14 seconds. That synth or whatever that was playing in the beginning is like was it was just a completely different sound. It just it sounded really, really cool. I think that this beginning part, especially right here, whatever that sound is. Oh, I just realized this is my OC.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The pencil with the squiggle. Yeah, I just that's awesome. Sound effects from Doom 3. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah.
You missed the blast beat. Yep.
Okay, that sounds really cool. I kind of like that. Or whatever the fuck's going on right there. That's a pretty neat sound, the vocals I'm talking about. I say the vocals like there isn't only two instruments being...
All we right or re? All we re or re? I don't know. Might be the
wonder if
lyrics.
Oh my god. I wonder if it'll produce...
I expected better than that.
Aw.
I did not.
Yeah, true. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Regurgitation of Shit, I Kill Ponies, LOL. With the Gargod OC and I guess my OC. That's so silly.
Song short review.
Yep, short song, short review. There's not really much to say about it. There's not a whole lot of elements going on. I did like this though. This part here. That's pretty cool.
Perhaps the new microphone. I mean, the microphone, because he never had a microphone before. Like the microphone quality is better now, and it sounds somewhat better because like it articulates better. Like it transfers his burps and low like guttural articulation better into this whatever this is. So yeah,
I like
good
that.
mic quality.
To whatever this is. True. Oh man, because it's hard to put Gargod into a box, to be able to like understand that. Archany.
I mean,
Ballad of a
it was
Normal
supposed to be anarchy, but they spelled it as art. It even has the anarchy sign like A in a circle, but it's Archany. I don't know. I just found it on MMD and it has 5 dislikes already.
Oh, wow! Is this like their first video?
Not sure.
No, it's not.
Uh,
Oh, they've only been doing shit for like 3 months, so this is relatively new. So let's check this one out. Oh, it's playing. Okay, the drums and the guitars are not lining up very good right here. Everything's running up the center channel. Now the guitars have a low end warble. That's why I always shelf my guitars. Like I just cut everything from the low end to cut that out. And it's weird though because the low end on the guitars is what's it called, dissipating out into the left and right channels independently. Like it's kind of bouncing back and forth in the background. I don't think that's the bass guitar doing that. I think it's the distortion on the regular guitar.
The bass has just a very round tone. It's just it's just the body of the bass with no bass like ringing, or the bass like the comprehensible bass tone itself is just round and round body of the bass tone, you know, like
right,
I cannot explain it better.
Yeah, it's not scooped at all. It's just it sounds flat. It sounds totally flat. It's crazy.
You don't need anyone, I'm a loaded gun, a shooting out bullets, aiming for the sun, feeling myself, I need nothing else, I'm running away, I'm running for it. He's too used to these habits now, hanging out on the wrong side of town, he's using more and feeling less, neglecting his bills, won't handle the stress.
I also, if you're going to be doing melodic vocals, I know this isn't quite clean vocals. This is kind of raspy, like maybe a teensy bit of fray in there. I need more than one note.
There's two notes, like
there's there is more than one note in that the end of, or maybe the beginning of, or there'll be a stray note here and there, but it's mostly one note throughout the whole thing. There was a really popular song when I was in high school called Check on Me, and it did this, and it was really fucking annoying, and it was a trend for the longest time, and I really, really hated it, where they would close out choruses where the song would go, hey boy, looking like you like what you see, so why don't you come check up on it, come on here and check up on it, why don't you come check up on it, check on me tonight. And it would be just flat, one note all the way through this whole thing, and it sounded really, really bad. And so I'm not a huge fan of that. So one element or one common theme when somebody doesn't have like a very proficient understanding of like melody ranges within a key is you'll get a lot of vocal tracks that track only one note. Like, I have found this note works for this riff, so this is going to be how I ground all of my vocals on this note. And then the other one will be where you'll just kind of you won't have a cohesive melody to follow, and you'll just kind of go like in that G5 song that we were listening to earlier. So I think that there's elements of both of those things.
They're too bloodshot for him to disguise, all the way in and no way out. Now his whole life is spiraling down.
out of tune. It's out
Yeah.
of tune.
It sounded out of
bass
tune.
and the basic guitar, like they just didn't work together.
I don't know if it was out of tune, like they were, or if he was playing the wrong note, or if it's maybe not intonated. No, I don't know.
I think it's just not tuned, not in tune.
Yeah, it definitely did not work, whatever that was.
Anyone, I'm a loaded gun. A shooting out bullets, aiming for the sun. Feeling myself, I need nothing else. I'm running away, I'm running for real.
But good. Let's find some good things. I think that the drums sound fine. They're a little flat because they're all the drum sounds are running up the center channel. But for the most part, and then a lot of I don't know, maybe if that's a phasing issue since it's run mono straight through one speaker. I don't know if there's a phasing issue, but like the cymbals seem to come and go, where they're pretty powerful, but then they'll also not really shine through or whatever. I think that the drums overall sound fine. I just think there might be an issue with recording. If you're using two microphones, you have to have them a very specific distance apart or you'll run into phasing issues like that. And I think that might be an issue with the cymbals here. I think that the vocals are mixed okay. Go ahead.
You know how to record a drummer with two microphones? Same hold the microphones as the drumsticks.
True.
Another
Pretty
good
much.
thing, honestly, I noticed, like, I recognize this particular part with lyrics. It's the chorus, and they are repeating the chorus again and again, and it's, well,
Underwhelming.
easy to remember. Like, it's memorable. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that the vocals are mixed okay. It's slight reverb, and I think that the way that they're compressed and the way they sit on top of the mix isn't too bad. I don't think that I think that the mixing is okay. I just think that compositionally that the vocals are off.
What's that? What's that? Excuse me, please stop here for a second. Just look, it came out of nowhere. I don't know what that sound is. It just reminded me of like a cruiser ship or something like that sailing the seas and just honking. I don't know what that sound was. Was it like a trombone or just like
I was trying to identify it. I think it's a guitar, the way that it came in.
just
But
funny. I don't know what the sound was. Like it was just. It just came out of nowhere. Just all of a sudden, it just started like, and I'm just like, damn, what the hell was that?
it sounded, yeah, it really did sound like a boat horn. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was the boat horn. Exactly.
Oh man. Oh my god. Oh shit, that is funny as hell. Oh, that it's I don't know if that was supposed to be a I don't know if that was supposed to be a like a horn. I don't know if it is a horn or a guitar, but it does. It is a horn. It's got to be. Oh, it was so short-lived too.
Wait, it was probably a baritone saxophone, probably just played poorly, you know.
Yeah,
It could be. It has
Napper.
a timbre that sounded similar to saxophone, at least. Like if you listen close enough to it.
Yeah. Oh. Oh man.
Time to roll over, time to play dead. No one came because nobody knew. They pushed them all away
What? What was that? What was that?
He was just singing along with the guitar solo, and it turned into just like he was trying to sing, and the guitar player tried to bend the string to match the singing note, or vice versa. I don't know. He was aiming to hit the note, and they couldn't just stop at one note, and they trying to
I think you're right.
Note together.
I think you're right. I think that they were chasing each other. That like he went and the guitar went and the vocals tried to correct and the guitarist was trying to correct at the same time, and they were just chasing their harmonies back and forth, and it ended up with this sound. Like, how do they produce this? And then hear that and go, yeah, that's going on YouTube. That's a banger. Like, wow. What was that? Wait, I gotta hear it one more time. It comes in so weakly, just like lack of confidence coming in, and then it just gets worse and worse.
Dying over here.
And then this tapping. What is this? I'm not sure what he's doing here. What is that? It climbs in like a half step. So he could have stayed on that one note, just that diddle 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 diddle, and then moved on to this higher note, but he climbed in a half step. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. And then it tried to crescendo with all of the elements of the song that we had previously visited. It tried to all come back at the same time, and it just...
Including the saxophone.
Including the saxophone. What is this? What did you send me?
He just clipped it. Apparently clips work on YouTube.
Oh. Oh, I got you. I didn't know you could do that on YouTube. That's pretty neat. That is so funny, though. Oh, I love it. Okay. Okay. That was so good. Okay.
I'm not sure if we can give it a like just because we laughed so hard. I don't know.
It was funny enough for a like. For sure. This is a song about the path no one plans to take, but too many do. Oh man.
Well,
this one's super Metallica. I dig it. Who? What?
What's wrong with these people?
What? Oh my god. Very old school Doom. Like, do these
Doom?
people listen to music? This does not sound like... What are they talking about? Okay, well... Okay.
It sounded like slow thrash metal to me, like...
So
maybe like thrashy heavy metal. I don't know.
So from the start, the misspelling of anarchy is probably just...
Step with the cruising ship, please.
That was so good. Okay, so that was Ballad of a Normal Man by Archany, or Canny, or whatever that's called.
Archany.
Archany. Oh my god. Sounded like a failed industrial metal. Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it.
That's what I would call laughtering.
the slaftering. Oh, that was good. Oh man. Okay. So we're going to be listening to the next one. It's called Ready or Not by Raise the Anger. Ooh, okay.
Volume.
All right.
Volume.
Oh shit. Volume. Yeah, I'm not playing it yet. I'm trying to get my shit together. Okay. So,
drinking water.
All right, Ready or Not by Raise the Anger. Let's do it. Oh, I'm playing the clip. I have to reset my play button. If I've got... Okay. There we go. It's unmuted. Oh, okay. We just had 6 seconds of silence. This sounds unmixed. This sounds like
There's
it was
something wrong with the panning. I don't know.
Yeah, the panning is off to the right. Actually to the right this time. I can tell directions this time, but the it seems like maybe, and I've had this problem of trying to run 2 different cabinet sims. If you're trying to run 2 different cabinet sims at the same time, you might come up with a leveling issue. That might be what's happening, or whatever. So, yeah, the panning seems to be off to the right on the guitars. I don't think we have that with the other instruments. Hang on. No, maybe that's on purpose because the vocals seem to be panned slightly to the left. But the drums are running straight down the center. There is panning on the drums, but they're covering the center channel pretty well. But yeah, it sounds unmixed because the guitars are so loud. I'm not hearing a bass guitar. The drums are doing okay, but they're not. They're obviously uncompressed, and then the vocals aren't really coming out super clearly. So I think this might be an unmixed release. Maybe they don't know how to do a cohesive mix and master and try to get it all to tie together. But
as far as I figure out, they're just streaming Counter-Strike Global Offensive on YouTube or on Twitch or something like that. They're mostly playing games. I think so. I couldn't find their music page, like actual music page. So it's their first song. I think they said it's their first original song or something like that.
Okay. It's a pretty neat riff. I like the riffage. There's nothing wrong with it compositionally. Just the mix is not coming together. So. Yeah, 12 views because this is a topic. This is a topic channel. I think compositionally, it's actually a pretty good song. I like this kind of semi-melodic chorus type of thing that we've got going on right now. That's pretty cool. But man, if it just had a proper mix, this might be a really, really good song. This might be a banger. Topic channel of the artist. Topic would be topic. No, this is various artists. And I'm sure that lots of people accidentally subscribed to this topic channel. You get that a lot. I've never been a huge fan of like the chorusing effect on vocals. That's not really one of my things, and this is no exception. I don't think it really works.
Wait, this guitar sounds lower than before.
Oh my god, I hate that a lot. So if
It would work with better production, for sure.
yeah,
It doesn't work here, though.
no. Well, also I think that if we're going to be programming chops like that, I think it only works for certain elements, like probably one at a time. It can't be literally the entire mix chopping. I've never
Sometimes
heard that work.
I heard, and
You
it
what?
worked. It worked pretty well like that. I've heard that in the past. Like, the first example that comes to mind is that Cell Dweller's song from his self-titled album from 2003. One good reason it was featured in the Need for Speed Most Wanted soundtrack in 2005, I think. That was a good example of how to use that chopped type of mix, you know. And like I said, it would work with better production quality, because like if you have a very tight mix that just doesn't stop for a single second, like everyone is busy, the mixing space is occupied with everything, like the cymbals, the drums, the guitars, the bass, everything is just almost the wall of noise, but like not the wall of noise, but like everyone is busy and the mix is very, very tight. Then chopping it like that, like literally muting the whole song, the whole mix for a split second, that would work. But like this particular mix is not tight at all, so it doesn't bring the desired effect here. So
Okay.
it doesn't work in my opinion here.
Right. I got
It
you.
would work better if it was mixed more tightly.
Okay, that's possible. I would recognize that, yeah, for sure. Doppler? I don't know if it's called a Doppler. I've always just called it chopping. And whenever I would do chopping, I wouldn't like use a VST or anything. I would literally just cut the waveforms out and just cut them and insert silence. So, which is pretty difficult to do on Audacity there, Gargod. The riffs are so cool, though. I think that the riffs are really good, and that the chorus has a nice, melodic tone to it. It just comes together with the. It's kind of like a harmonized group shout, and I think it really works. I swear, a proper mix, and this would just be a banger. This would be great. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Just some problems with the mix, just not quite coming together. Also, all the silence surrounding either side of the song. Like, we had like 6 seconds of silence at the beginning, and it was around 7 or 8 seconds of silence at the end.
I guess that's how they rendered the track from the DAW. You know, you said the allocators like set the beginning of the rendering zone and the end of it. So they probably took some extra bars with it for some reason. Like when you render something and add too much silence, like maybe it was just a work in progress mix and they submitted it by accident. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing is that with Audacity, you can go in there and you can cut it with absolute precision. I don't know about other DAWs, but like I always cut my tracks down a lot. I've made that mistake of having like, you know, a long time before and after tracks and whatever, but the problem is that like the complaint that I got a lot was that they wanted to put my songs into playlists to listen to on YouTube, and if there was long pauses before or after the song, that it would fuck up their playlist and it wouldn't fit in, and so then, you know, that would keep them from putting it in their playlist. So I always try to cut my tracks down to be as concise as possible, but that's just me, a man of contradictions, as my therapist said. But that was Raise the Anger, Ready or Not. And if that was their first song, then they're on their way. They're probably going to do great things. And we'll have to pay attention to see if we can hear more from them. So, it looks like we have another Enya band, Surgery Official. I wonder, In the Cradle of Impiety. This is one of the cool things about listening to metal, is that you'll find these archaic words that may or may not mean anything. Oh, I said impiety. A lack of piety or reverence, especially for a god. Okay. See, you get a lot of these archaic phrases. Apparently this is not archaic.
OMG, it's thesaurus.
Yeah. That is, a lot of metal like titles and lyrics and stuff seem to be just throwing a thesaurus at words, and all that kind of stuff.
I imagine just some bands like took a dictionary and found like a new definitions for common words that were nothing like common words, and they just made a song out of it, and someone reading that might be like, wow, cool lyrics, I cannot understand a damn thing, but they sound so smart and cool and brutal, and it just, I don't know. And then it's just a song about making a sandwich. I don't know.
It will it impresses, you know, the high school teenagers and whatever. And sometimes. So I guess that's all I don't know, maybe. So, this is Surgery, In the Cradle of Impiety, official video clip. Okay, let's do it.
That's all like.
This reminds me of like classic Decapitated. From when I say classic, I mean like 2002 and shit like that. Gargod with the $0 in chat says, question, the word video clip exists in English? Yeah, you know, I guess I wouldn't say video clip.
In relation to a music video.
Right, I probably wouldn't use that word. It's also weird if this is a Spanish word, because I've never seen this word in Spanish. Usually it's, you know, like música de video, but like it would be weird for it not to be the Spanish version of Oficial. But anyway. Well, that's good to know. People here use video clip instead of music video. That's good to know. On one of this Muerte City recorders, I'm not advanced enough at Spanish to tell the difference between fucking Portuguese and Spanish, but it looks like Spanish to me. Anyway, they do the song in English anyway. I think the vocals are really, really good. They're really low, very nice gutturals. Not having a whole lot of range. It seems to be all one technique being employed, and the riffs are actually kind of cool. I think that the way it's coming together is pretty neat. And then the mixing is just, I think the mixing is pretty solid. This isn't just grind. This is like good grind, you know? It's really fast-paced. It's progressive. I think that the riffs are really good. Lots of slamming. There's no... it's none of that, you know, open bullshit, you know? They're crawling up and down the fretboard just fine. I like this a lot. I think this is really good shit.
The thing that bothers me a lot is the vocals that they are slightly rushing forward, like... damn, like... the timing on the vocals, like it's not with the instrumental, like it goes a little bit forward, like not exactly on the beat, but like before the beat, slightly before the beat. And as the song goes forward, especially during the fast part with the blast beats and such, the vocals are just trying to be faster than everyone else, and it just bothers me a lot because like it doesn't work. It makes the whole song sound like everything is out of sync. In fact, the musicians, the instrumentalists, they are in sync, well, one way or another. But the vocalist, he's just trying to be faster than the rest of the band, and that is irritating.
So yeah, he's rushing it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I can definitely hear what you're saying whenever you're saying that the vocalist is rushing the instrumental. It's not so far off that it's just something you have to like really, really pay attention to. But these riffs are really good. I think that fast-paced slam was for like the breakdown is pretty impressive. The way that it came together cohesively was pretty cool. That's like my favorite thing in the entire world. Whenever all the instruments drop out and the bass takes the lead for a second to just slam it in there. Oh, that's so good. Especially when it comes into a hard impact like that. I love that. That's my favorite thing in the entire world. One of these days I'll learn how to properly mix a bass guitar and I'll make it sound like really, really good, and then I will do some shit like that. That was pretty fucking cool. I liked that a lot. That was, yeah, I liked that quite a bit.
It was nice.
It was nice. I'll probably listen to that again.
I will try to rebalance it, like using the Isotope RX7. Like there's a tool that lets you like isolate the voice from the instrument. I'm not sure if it will work with the extreme vocals, but I will give it a try. Maybe I will be able to fix the vocals. Yeah.
I got you. Alrighty. We're gonna do a random one.
Okay, put the numbers.
Because we did a J-Doggone and we did a Gargod. So let's do a random one really quick. And we're at 112. Let's see what 112 is, just to knock one out of here. Oh, it's a Gargod one again. Memorias DelDesierto. Let's check that one out. And because then I'm gonna take a look. Oh, I remember this band.
Yes. That was fantastic.
Yes, so we're coming in with high expectations. DelDesierto is the desert. The album name is The Call, or El Llamado. So let's check this out. Memorias. Oh my God. I've got the play button. This play button is really frustrating sometimes. My bad. I have a dedicated play and pause button on the side of the keyboard. And I love it, but sometimes it just doesn't know what it's doing. So let's do it. I don't remember if this was present in the previous song we listened to, but this is like a super rarity that we would have kind of this very mid-heavy, crunchy guitar in the drums and all this heaviness that's kind of like pushed forward, but also being led by, it sounds like a nylon guitar, which is really, really impressive, the way that came together. I know we're only 26 seconds in, but like it's just, I don't think I've ever listened to... I want to say we listened to more than one song last time. We just kind of clicked around. And this is just a really, really impressive album from start to finish. Was there vocals last time? I thought it was an instrumental. Because I was fixing to say it's like animales como líderes, you know? Like animals as leaders. But the Spanish version. But folk metal from
vocals.
the city I'm living in
I think
right now.
it had vocals last time, so it sounds similar to what, like, last time. I mean,
Yeah.
when was that last time?
It was
last
a
time
while
we
ago.
checked some of their songs, yeah.
Yeah, it had to have been a while ago. I want to say like at least a couple months. But anyway, I'm gonna go back a little bit because I want to see how the vocals start.
Cruzo el puente entre vida y amor, admirando tu luz. No me quiero marchar y que seas un recuerdo. Busco mil años más allá de lo que se puede ver. Y al encontrarte convertí mi dolor en tu dolor. Parte del cielo, aquí está tu lugar. Recuerda que el tiempo también me ha de matar. Parte del cielo, aquí está tu lugar. Recuerda que el tiempo también me ha de matar.
I love this, man. I love it. This is really busy riffage going on with the guitars. We have our steady 16th note drum bass roll, and then we've got these sort of kind of operatic, Spanish held out notes, kind of chill vocals harmonizing together to really tie it all together and make it very melodic. I'm sure that without the vocals, that this would sound, like a lot heavier, but it sounds quite chill, like I was saying, animales como líderes,
El infierno un abismo creó, recordando tu voz, y al verlos retornar, surgió mi desaliento.
Hey, this drum beat's really impressive. Hang on.
Y al verlos retornar, surgió mi desaliento.
I love that, dude. This changeover, he is riding a closed hat with the 16th notes, and then is leading a lot with the snare drum instead of dropping it on. I mean, we've got some bass drum in there to mark the and of 4 and then the 1, but it's a really interesting drum beat. I like that quite a bit.
Y al verlos retornar, surgió mi desaliento.
No, that's not even. It's just on the 1. The bass guitar is just providing quite a punch right there.
Mira tus manos deslizadas en un instante de querer. El sentir te condenó. Mi ilusión, mi corazón, caigo en recuerdos de 100 años atrás, pensando en momentos que nunca más volverán. Caigo en recuerdos de 100 años atrás, pensando en momentos que nunca más volverán. Que nunca más volverán. Que nunca más volverán.
That was a weird kind of changeover, but it was kind of cool how they changed keys like mid-line. That was kind of neat. That guy is crushing that fucking nylon guitar, dude.
Busco mil años más allá de lo que se puede ver. Y al encontrarte convertí mi dolor en tu dolor.
It's really interesting compositionally. I think the mix is okay. I don't think that the performances are absolutely perfect, but I think that's part of the charm, is that some of the vocals come off a little bit out of tune maybe every once in a while, but it sounds so authentic. It sounds, it might be a little bit underproduced, but it sounds like authentic. It sounds like you're sitting in a room listening to them actually perform this, and maybe
it.
yes, it's more of an experience that way, and I think it's really, really impressive. I like the composition of it. It's just, man, it's really good. It's just really cool. But I think that's pretty much all I have to say about that one. I dropped most of what I was going to say about it as we went along, but let's see here. What next? We're going to go back to the 2021s.
Madoka submitted like 4 songs in a row. I'm just like, wow.
Oh.
He just submitted them as we stream.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Where were we at? Ballad of a Normal Man, Ready or Not, okay. Mellification, Closet Witch. We'll check that one out really quick. Ban Madoka. That might be a little far. The purpose of the channel is to check it out. Oh, grindcore. We're doing more grindcore. Oh, from the Grind War channel. That's right.
5-minute long song. I bet it's another EP.
Oh,
Could
yeah.
we?
Track
Oh
list.
yes.
Yeah. So it's two songs in the one thing. That seems to be the Grind War theme. It seems like they don't really upload songs. It seems like it's just EPs, really short EPs, that is. But anyway, Closet Witch, Mellification. Let's check it out. Remember what I said about feedback? Or just like it's such a trope. I'm really glad that the bass guitarist got a good tone to it, since that's pretty much all I'm hearing. Okay, so when you were talking about, like, a very raw very raw mix here, right? Where it's just trying to go for noise. I mean, it is what it is. I think that it's interesting. It's interesting for sure. I'm not sure I've heard anything that I've liked so far. Wow, 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 vocals, yeah. I like the tone on the bass guitar, but the electric guitars are a little too warm for my taste, and it sounds just like kind of like a wall of distortion. I'm not getting a whole lot of anything else. Reminds me of Brutal Truth. Yeah. I assume we're into the second track now. I do kind of like it though. I think it's got a charm to it, you know, since it's so raw, it's very emotional, it's right up front and center, and it's very right in your face, and I kind of like that. Those types of idiosyncrasies that we're getting here. I don't think that I've ever heard anything that quite sounds like this. I'm pretty sure Closet Witch has kind of carved out a niche sound that really sets them apart from the rest with this particular EP. And you know, performance-wise, it seems like in the recording, it seems pretty tight. Like they're directly in sync. They're doing really, really good there. I like this. This is really good. This chugging with the tremolo picking. That's just awesome. That's pretty interesting. This kind of melodic overtone here. That's pretty neat. It is, what the fuck am I? It's kind of like a strummed riffage here. That's pretty neat. was a pretty solid closer. I hated the opening, but it was pretty good. That was pretty neat. Yeah, for what it was. It seemed highly experimental, but it worked really, really well. I think that they did. This is pretty fucking good. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I liked that a lot. One of the many reasons to subscribe to the Grindwork channel, because they are a promotion channel that puts this kind of stuff up. Don't ban Madoka then, okay? Because if this EP had sucked, Madoka would be gone in an instant.
Can you open Discord for a second?
Yeah.
I was away for a few minutes and wasn't listening to this particular track. I tried to fix the vocals in the track we listened before, where the timing was the issue.
Okay. Any particular timestamp you want me to start out, or at the beginning?
In stream text, there is a link.
Oh yeah, I see it. I was just wondering if there was a timestamp you wanted me to start at. To explicate.
I don't remember when the vocals start, but probably 20 seconds in or something like that.
I'm just gonna pick 1 minute and see. Oh wow, it's so much louder than what we were listening to. Okay, I see what you're saying. I want to go back to that one. What is it? In Cradle of Impiety. I want to go back to the original and see what that sounds like.
I couldn't hear what you were listening to, by the way.
Oh! I was listening to your fix. I guess it doesn't play on.
Yeah, I figured it wasn't I couldn't hear it myself here on stream.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was playing on stream, but I couldn't hear it on Discord at least.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna play it at 1 minute. The original. Yeah, I can definitely hear it at 1 minute exactly. We'll go back and play it from 1 minute on your clip. I know you won't be able to hear it, but it's like night and day difference. It is much more solid the way when you.
That's what I mean. I have the after playing a lot of jazz stuff and being anal about metronome all the time, I can hear these things, and that makes me that annoys me a lot. And not only in a bad way that it's irritating to listen to, but in a way that it could sound much better. The delivery could be much better, much tighter, and stronger if it could be executed the right way,
I gotcha.
So it could be much punchier. I don't know, because when the vocals are delivering and just hitting with the extreme vocals, especially with extreme vocals, here, low screams or growls or whatever, it just works with the rhythm section. It just hits almost as strong as the drums,
Yeah.
So,
metal is one of those few. Now, when we're talking about grindcore or basically the core genres in general, the absolute precision is just so incredibly necessary. When you get into more improvisational genres like jazz that have improvisational sections, having absolute precise accuracy isn't as important.
Accuracy is important. Just music, just saying.
Right. Well, yeah.
Well, it is important in a different way. Let's say so.
Right. Well, because what I mean is in core genres for metal and stuff, it almost requires an inhuman precision on the album in order to sound really, really good. If you get off tempo or whatever, it's kind of like electronic music. If electronic music wasn't synced up by a robot, it would sound all kinds of like, it would sound weird, like it would sound bad. And that's kind of the same thing that I think we get with metal, is that it's got to be like right on. And I think with like classical music where you have improvisational sections, now the kind of shit that we listen to now is the bare bones of it. Like if you listen to the 1812 overture, you'll get the parts that were actually written, but most of those parts that repeat often in classical music like that are supposed to have improvisational sections that feature would feature like a famous musician or something like that. But in modern times, it's more like a museum type of thing, instead of like actually like sitting around listening to the 1812 overture or whatever. But in those cases, there are certain genres where incredibly 100% precise accuracy isn't necessarily at the forefront of importance, in the same way that like metal or like electronic music, it kind of demands, in my opinion, that, of course. Because like if you listen to classic jazz, and when I say classic jazz, I mean like 30s, 40s, 50s, those jazz numbers or whatever, people like Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin or whatever, whenever you listen to their vocals, you can tell they're not being super, super precise. It all kind of flows together, sort of on the same tempo, but they don't like, obviously they're not looking for a punch. Like they're not looking for a punchy sound. They're just looking for kind of a chill mood or whatever. But
so yeah, that's basically. I just wanted to show you like what I meant by the Russian vocalist.
I understand.
and how it changes the way you perceive the composition as a whole.
Mm-hmm. So the next one, and it's 1344, probably the last one, because I'm gonna have to. I got to do some stuff, related to having to go to the hospital yesterday, wound care and all that, because I got to go change bandages from the surgery and everything. So I'll probably cut out after this one. This is Elixir, Curva sistemului demo. This is a demo track. I don't think we've heard like straight death metal in a really long time. So actually, I think that in 2021, writing straight death metal is pretty rare. I think most people go for some kind of subgenre. So this will be interesting. This will be a change of pace. Let's check it out. From Romania, Elixir. Go. Oh my god. There we go. Is that a VST bass?
I'm not entirely sure, but my ear definitely enjoys. My left ear definitely enjoys that snare.
I like the sound of the snare. I just wonder why it's panned so hard to the left. It's not panned hard left, but it's still really hard to the left.
The kick is on the right.
What? Okay, I just now understand. Yeah, so the kick is on the right. It sounds like the guitar is on the right. The bass guitar is the only one that I think that's occupying like straight center channel. Oh no, the vocals are on the right channel. I
have a theory, actually. I have a theory that they recorded or panned the drums in a different dimension. Like they have rotated the drums like 90 degrees, and now the kick that was supposed to be at the bottom is on the right, and the snare that was supposed to be on top is on the left. So they rotated the drummer, perhaps with a whole, with a whole. Well,
He's playing the drum kit sideways, and they recorded it like that.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
I cannot quite imagine that, like, if it's humanly possible. I know, like, the Slipknot drummer was playing, like, upside down or something like that. He set the world record for that shit or whatever. But, like, playing drums sideways okay, let's pretend they recorded it normally but decided to pan it, like, 90 degrees to... I don't know, that's just awkward. But, like... It makes sense, like maybe
it's like a party trick, you know. It's like playing a guitar behind your head. He's playing the drums sideways, you know. he just flipped that shit on its side.
What if you tilt your head to the side and listen to it like that? Like tilt your head to the right, so your right ear would be like at the bottom and your left ear at the top, and you listen to it. Maybe it would make sense. Like I don't know, the kick would be on the bottom as it's supposed to be. And the snare
Let's try
would be
it.
on top.
We'll try it.
Try it.
Yeah.
Like vocals are coming from the bottom too.
I really think that that's a VST guitar. And actually, no, I think it actually is worse than a VST guitar. It sounds like straight, like Guitar Pro 5. Like an earlier version of Guitar Pro. Because the Guitar Pro bass...
The realistic sound engine, like in Guitar Pro 5, you know?
Yeah. Huh.
Could be. Maybe Guitar Pro 6, I don't know.
Hello, Kiwi Slayer. Have you heard Belacor's new single? I have not. Oh God! This whole string. Okay, it's so weird.
Those are real instruments.
No, they are.
Because like I've heard them being like off sync, like not in sync with the drums.
Mm-hmm.
So I presume that's just the way they sound. Because like I honestly don't. This is Bellacor is most certainly copyrighted.
Oh yeah, especially Napalm Records, 1.89 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those are real instruments. They're just not mixed really well, and they don't sound really well.
It might be because it's a demo.
The riffs are simple because, it does not require like extra professional skills to play these riffs, I would say. So the performance is pretty much okay for these riffs.
Yeah.
So I presume those are real instruments.
Okay. Yeah, the riffs are pretty easy, very, I would say, accessible. I guess it would be a positive way to spin this. Is that any high schooler in any high schooler that walked into a Guitar Center could pick up a Squire Strat and be like, "Here, let me play this Elixir song." So that's possible. This lead guitar is killing me. The reverb is extremely wet, way too wet for a guitar. I think that I think a light delay might work a little bit better. I don't know. I don't like reverbed lead guitar. I much prefer delays. But even then, it still seems off. It seems like not out of tune. It seems off key, maybe.
The solo guitar plays along with the bass, if you noticed.
I did not notice. Okay, I got you. Not even, it's usually with bands that are underproduced like this, it usually has at least like the redeeming quality of having very good quality gutturals, but I don't think that these gutturals are really any good either. I don't think that they're technically proficient, nor are they, tempo accurate either. It just seems very so even the vocals aren't really doing anything for me either. I'm laughing at you in chat. Oh wow, it cut off quite abruptly there. I think maybe compositionally it could possibly work out fine, maybe, but I think that even for a demo, I think that it's a little bit. It probably doesn't work even as a demo. Yeah, that wasn't for me, for all the reasons that I've been saying as it played. Let's see here. It's 5 minutes till 2. Let's do one last one.
Random.
Yeah, random sounds good. Random number generator. I think I put in 148 last time. Let's 59. Let's see if we can get a good one. Oh, J-Doggone usually has pretty good submissions, so let's see what J-Doggone has for us. We have a 2019 song called Cardiac Rupture from Slam Worldwide, so that's going to be a mute. And we're going to be able to see... we're probably guaranteed to put a like on this one because it seems to be that, Slam Worldwide is like the hum of the blast beat and the pig squeal. So this is going to be the official lyric video of Cardiac Rupture December selection featuring Daniel Burris. Who's Daniel Burris? Let us find out super fast. Daniel Burris. I doubt that it's the New York Times best-selling author.
Maybe they quoted one of his speeches. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes deathcore bands just add some processed speech from someone? Oh no. Okay. I was wrong. No man.
Who? What? Apotemnophilia and gamma
Apotemnophilia?
Oh, good job. I would not have been able to just come up with that. But from Louisville, Kentucky, Daniel Burris.
Kentucky? That's how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Kentucky.
Interesting.
How would you say?
I thought it was Kentucky.
Oh, no, it's Kentucky. We have a lot of weird state pronunciations, kind of like Kansas.
Kansas, Arkansas.
Yeah, it's not Arkansas. America, explain. Why you mean it's Arkansas?
I am confusion. I love that video.
Yes, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
The explanation for that is that Kansas originates from a different word, and Arkansas originates from a different word. They are not related in any way.
Oh, well, the more you know.
Whatever.
Okay, so we're checking out Cardiac Rupture. Let's do it. Oh, wow. I'm playing the wrong fucking thing again. I need to move to a different channel so that doesn't happen anymore. Okay. Oh my god, I got it anyway. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought we were going to do a fourth style of blast beat just then. We started out with a 1/1 skank beat here, and then we went to a power blast where you're literally hitting every single one, and then we went to a gravity blast. And so I thought we were going to get a fourth type of blast beat, but no. Those were gravity blasts, yes. Gravity blasts are just like the shit. They're so easy. And it impresses the shit out of people too. I think it's interesting that we have this mix of like very American full-throated death vocals, but then we go to the more internationally recognized pig squeals and where they just kind of make noises and then assign words to those noises, and we're mixing those together pretty good. I like that a lot. I wonder if Ben Ryan actually played this or if he's programming that, because like some of these gravity blasts are super fast, like inhumanly fast. There's no fucking way. So I'm gonna search him and see if I can find it.
Actually, well,
Go ahead.
I think it's possible to play that fast. You just have to use triggers. Just like every fast drummer.
Yeah, true. No, damn it, drummer. Ben Ryan drums. We'll check that out here in a second. Everything else so far, the guitars are your standard, like ultra scooped out, deathcore tone. The bass guitar kind of hides behind all that, manages the lower tones without standing out too much. The drums are pretty punchy, pretty impressive playing if that is really playing. I'm not sure quite yet, but man, it's a pretty interesting song so far. Nothing is standing out to me as like world changing or anything to write home about, but it is pretty good. It's okay. New Arch Spire song. Okay, we'll get to that. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Glorious. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, glorious.
Glorious.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. All right, let's check this out. Oh, I haven't muted. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me figure that out. All right. Let's check this. I fucking love drums, man. It's so good. It's so good. I think it's interesting. He's doing a lot of rolls here at the end, and the rolls are not really what I'm talking about. These seem like, I mean, I know he's doing the double-handed to get to all the symbols, but these are straight up just kind of like a what's it called? A blast, you know? This isn't like a gravity blast where what I'm thinking of is like in Cunt Crusher by Infinite Annihilator, when on that breakdown, he does a gravity blast at like, you know, at like 250 BPM or some crazy shit like that, where when he's doing that, it sounds like just one solid note, and it's just like a and it's wild. Let's see this Ben Ryan guy. He's doing a drum cover of Bullet for My Valentine, so let's not. I guess he only has 5 videos. I wonder if this is even the same guy. I doubt it, honestly.
Not entirely sure.
I don't think so, because no, I don't think so. You're gonna be covering like Skillet songs and shit like that.
I doubt that. Oh no, that's definitely not him. It doesn't look like that.
No.
He does look like the dude on the picture on Metal Archives, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And Archspire is one of the greatest technical death metal bands out there, like modern technical death metal. the fastest and the most intense, and I'm really hyped for their upcoming album. Because the last album was just mind-blowing, like 7 compositions of like half an hour, and it was that fast most of the time, really technical and incredibly melodic. And yeah, that's the band where the vocalist is pretty much reading a whole goddamn as book as lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
Because like he just spits words really, really fast. I know I remember throwing some of Archpar's song in the chat. I will just bump it later.
Okay. There's this Gravity Blast that I'm looking for. No. There it is. That is a Gravity Blast where a single stroke produces 2 strikes. I know that you know that, but you know, just for Gargod in chat, you know. Yeah, Aaron Kitcher is probably my favorite drummer. Well, one of my favorite drummers. Probably my favorite drummer of all time is probably Matt Grainer from August Burns Red. He's really fucking good as a technical death metal drummer. Well, he's not even a technical death metal. He plays a lot of core music, but but he's really, really good. And Archspire is a band I haven't really listened to, so I'm gonna have to check them out.
After stream, yeah. So I think we're closing it.
Yeah. We're gonna close it. 3 hours of music. We didn't cover that many songs. We spent a lot of time on a lot of these songs, but
we
that's
discussed
okay.
a lot. I mean, like we've went deep into details and lots of fun actually.
And laughed our fucking asses off at this Ballad of an Informal Man. Oh
the
man,
horn
that was
just
good.
and the picture of a goddamn cruising ship.
Oh man,
it fucking destroyed me, honestly. Just like Andy came from the second room because like I was just choking on like laughing and choking, and he asked me if I was okay.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I appreciate y'all joining me. I think we have Gargod still joining us on the chat. Is the only one left. We started out with quite a few, but you know, a lot of people don't stick around and sit here and watch the whole thing. A lot of people come here for whoever they're here to see, and then leave. But we love you. Gargod is the most dedicated chatter to just stick around like he does. He's wonderful. So, yeah, I guess we'll cut it here. Bye.